Hey everyone, Sebastian here, back again with more probability and conditional probability questions, this time level medium, category E, where you have to find the value and then use that to find the probability of an event. So let's try this one out, or proportion of the event. A restaurant sells 1,260 burgers in a week. If daily weekend sales are twice as much as daily weekday sales, what proportion of the total sales are done on Monday and Thursday? So the tricky thing here, right, is that weekend sales and weekday sales are different from each other, even though they're the same across them, right? So let's say weekday sales is N. So we're going to have 5N, right, because there's 5 weekdays. And then weekend sales are 2N. And we're going to have 2 of those, so it's going to be 4N. 4N. And that means that total, right, we have 9N. So there's like 9 parts of sales. So we're doing 2 weekdays, so that's 2N over 9N, right? And that would give us D. You could eliminate A, B, and C. B would be if it was just 1 weekday, right? A would be if it was 1 day and all the days were equal, and C would be if it was 2 days and all the days were equal, but they're not. And that's what makes this one hard, is that the weekend sales are twice as much as daily weekday sales. So if you tried this out, right, when you have 9N, you could find out what each part is with the 1260. And do 1260 divided by 9, and that equals 140 per day, right? So that means you have 140 on a weekday, and 280 on a weekend, right? So you don't need to do this once you understand the first parts, but I'm just showing you how the math would have worked if you didn't. So that would mean 5 times 140 is 700, right? That's from 5 times 140, so that's 5 parts of it. And then 4 times 140 would get you 560, and then 700 plus 560, right? That's where you get the 1260. But you don't need to know that if you can understand just this more abstract version here. All right, so we'll do one more of these, and then I'll leave you with a third one that you can do on your own. And it's actually, I did it in another video that does all probability and conditional probability questions, and you can go over it there. So again, this is the same type of concept. A total of 12,600 salads are sold in a month at a restaurant. For the first 12 days, they sell 336 salads each day. What proportion of the total salads for the month are sold in the first 12 days? This one's more straightforward. You just do 12 times 3, 36. And that's going to get you 4,032 over 12,600. And then you can divide that out. And it's going to give you 0.32, or it could be 8 over 25, whichever one you prefer. Okay, so straightforward. I think the trickiest thing is to remember to multiply these two together to find the total for those first 12 days and then go from there. And again, you don't want to just say 12 out of 30 days in the month or something, because first of all, you don't even know if it is 30 days, but also just the first 12, it's not like every day is the same, right? The first 12 days we're told this is the same, but then it might be switching. And then I will leave you with the last one here. If 280 college students register for a math class every day, what fraction of the 2,520 math students in a semester register in the first 6 days? So I've done a video, I'm linking it here, and you can try that and put your answer in the comments and look at that video to check the answer and try other probability and conditional probability questions. So I hope the studying is going well and that you're feeling good about the May test and future tests. And I hope it's sunny where you are. And if it's raining, I hope it's cleaning your windows and watering your plants. Bye.